Dear candidates, I welcome you all on behalf of Staff Selection Commission and wish you very best for your skill examination. I am here to dictate you a passage of 800 words at speed of 90 words per minute. But before that, you will be given two trial passages of 1 minute at interval of 20 seconds to get you acquainted with my voice. After completion of two trial passages, your actual passage will automatically start after 30 seconds without any further intimation or warning. These two trial passages need not be typed in your actual transcription. You can also cross them to avoid any sorts of confusion. 10 seconds to start. Unemployment is mounting up and we have not been able to generate enough employment opportunities to provide even for those people who are entering the labor market today, perhaps to the extent envisaged during the third plan. The point that I want to make is that it is not quite justifiable to take only one aspect of the third plan period, namely the exigencies of capital mobilization, out of the context of the general economic situation in the country. When we are therefore making this huge tax effort, we will have to apply our mind with equal seriousness. In this connection, it will be interesting to note the talk of the Honorable Railway Minister about the schools, primary schools, higher secondary schools, and high schools for the Indian Railways. If you examine the previous speech of the Railway Minister and also the working report of the Railway Board, you will find that the same figure is repeated every year. I have examined the figures and I find that this year only 16 schools have been added, out of which 13 are primary schools, one is higher secondary school, and two are middle school. The planet we live on is also known as Mother Earth. This is due to its life-giving properties and resources that nurture all the living beings on earth just like a mother does. Our Mother Earth has nurtured us, provided food and shelter to us, and cared for us to help us grow and evolve. But we humans have not reciprocated in kind. Instead, we are the cause of many of the problems that have put the planet at risk. We have exploited our Mother Earth for many years by using its resources indiscriminately without giving anything back. We take over land by cutting down trees to build homes, industries, and more, and we do not bother about the destroyed trees or plants or about planting them again. All this has led to environmental issues that have put our planet at risk of degradation and ruin. It is high time that we realized the need to save Mother Earth. Our planet is vital for our survival. Had it not been for the abundant resources available on Earth, we would not have been able to flourish on this planet. The excellent atmosphere, which contains gases, especially oxygen, ensures that life sustains on the planet. We have gone through political revolution in this country and become independent. We are going through a process of economic change. There is another aspect which is equally important, and that is social change. I do not think it is possible for you to think in terms of political change ignoring economic and social change. Most people know admit that economic change is as necessary as political change, but some people seem to think that social change, using the word in a narrower context, is something entirely different from political and economic matters, and that social life can be kept a closed preserve. I submit that this is not the right outlook because life is an integrated whole. If the political context changes or the economic outlook varies, it follows that the social context also changes whether you wish it or not. Therefore, a true revolution in a country must take into account all the three aspects together. The person who considers himself a political revolutionary but a reactionary or a conservative in the economic sense or in the social sense is not an integrated person. He lives in compartments. Take the problem of untouchability. I cannot quote the sacred books, but many people hold that the sacred books enjoined it on them. Nevertheless, we came to the conclusion long ago that it must be done away with, not only because it was unjust but, as Gandhiji repeatedly said, for the very survival of Hindu society. That is to say, This important social change become essential even from the narrower point of view of Hindu society itself. That manner of thinking has to be applied to other problems of human relationships as well. After all, the biggest problems of the world are human relationship, whether of one individual with another or an individual with a group or one group with another group. Madam Deputy Chairman, the main question for consideration of this House is whether the increase in the passenger fares and in the freights that has been proposed by the Railway Minister should have the support of this House or not. I have been listening with some interest to the speeches so far made, and they all are unanimous on one point, namely that there should be no increase, particularly so far as the second class passengers are concerned. What we have to decide at present is that those friends who have emphasized their opposition to this levy have also said that in view of our developing economy, in view of our developing industrialization, in view of the fact that there is a greater demand for passenger traffic as well as goods traffic, we have to develop our railway system. We have to see that we increase our lines. We have also to see that we double our lines. We have also to see that the production of the locomotives, wagons and coaches is increased with greater rapidity. Otherwise, we will not be able to meet the demand of the developing economy. It is also agreed that according to the recommendation of the pay commission, we all feel that our workers, our laborers are entitled to DA, which will be to the tune of rupees 12 crores. There are no two opinions about it. It is also demanded that so far as amenities to the workers are concerned regarding their privileges and concessions or the repairs to the stock are concerned, this is very urgent need that we should see that our workers do not strain themselves.